Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Jarred. Anyway, welcome back to Jarred. Trump has COVID.
Yeah, that happened.
You know,
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let our listeners, I'm just going to leave it up to interpretation. I'm not going to say anything.
oh, I'll say something. So I just think it's funny. Last week, we, started recording and we were talking about, our mourning of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and now Trump has COVID. I don't think that that's not the universe working in a way that it's supposed to. Like, I think that that's... I think that's what was supposed to happen. So, I'll leave it at that.
Calm as a...
It's okay. Dr. Stella's got his back. It's fine.
And yeah, she's going to take care of him. She's going to give him that hydroxychloroquine.
The fact that you can pronounce that.
Oh my god. Amber can pronounce a word that's longer than 3 letters long.
I can pronounce a word that Ryan can't pronounce. Like,
Yeah, I mean...
Who would have thought? Who saw that coming?
It's not a stretch of the imagination, my dude.
I would get about halfway through and not just slow it out. Just stop.
Hydroxychloroquine.
What is it again? What is it again, Amber?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Okay.
Look at his face. He's just like...
I'm trying to process it. Hydroxychloroquine. Nope.
You almost had it.
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yes.
Yeah. I can go bed happy.
Now say it again.
Ask him again in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So ask me again in 5 minutes, not straight away. I'll give him a minute. Just bring it up upon me by surprise.
Bet.
Oh god.
So how is everybody?
As the world turns.
Yeah.
Like,
And I remember I said last episode that I was going through like a rough week, and how I couldn't wait to just record last week because, it would take my mind off of shit. And then this week I had to bum rush and get my whole family rapid tested. My husband's grandmother tested positive for COVID, and I keep saying that, this week is so bad, and then next week it's just like, hold my beer.
That's 2020 every month. It's just
right.
like
So
wait for it. Ah, there we go again.
Yeah, so I'm scared to even say anything right now, which, like I said, I got my whole family rapid tested. We're all fine, but...
Yeah.
That's good.
I hope you're all fine, because you're in my house right now.
Yeah, I'm all laid up on this bed.
I think I'm gonna have to get a different setup for you in that guest room, because that looks like kind of uncomfortable.
She looks
I
comfortable.
feel great.
I can't imagine podcasting while like laying in bed. That just...
Oh no, this is my
I
dream.
definitely couldn't do that.
Don't have to get up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting Amber in bed. Ooh.
And she's already showed her nipple to the boys.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we did.
Actually, Amber has showed her nipple to literally anyone that will look tonight, so not just the boys.
I have. It concerns me. Backstory for the listeners, that way y'all don't think I'm just like a random perv. I do have, and I don't mind sharing it. I think it's funny. I do have what's classified as a third nipple. It has always been like this little spot at like the top of my right boob, and it's been there for as long as I can remember. And I always made jokes that it was my third nipple. Then I got it confirmed through a dermatologist that it actually is a third nipple. So I thought it looked a little weird today. I tried to get Jess and her husband to look at it. They don't really care, or they couldn't tell anything wrong with it.
You presented it in a really strange way. We're just sitting at the table eating dinner, and you're like, "Hey, I want you to look at my nipple." I'm like, okay.
I can just imagine Charles there with his fork, like, what? What?
And I mean, and I did the same thing
Charles was already done.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He was outside, so it was just me and Amber.
And then I walked outside and I sought after him to ask him his opinion about my nipple.
Yeah.
And
she followed Charles outside and was like, "Can you look at my nipple?" And he's like, "Okay."
If I must.
I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, what the... Oh, man.
I don't know. I just thought it looked kind of weird earlier today, and I was like, huh, that's strange. But apparently maybe it's just me, because Jess and Charles didn't really notice anything, so.
I don't know what you were expecting from me. Like, yes, I have noticed it, but I haven't, like, stared at it like, oh! What's that?
I'm sorry. When someone shows you their third nipple, that is exactly how you should react.
You have not, like, blatantly showed me your third nipple. I've just caught it in passing. You haven't put it on display before. Like, hello, look at me. It's just sometimes it's there.
Which, I mean, in certain, like, shirts or dresses or whatever that I wear, like, clearly it's there. I can't make it go away. Like, where it's positioned, it's just right at the top of my boob. Like, it's there, and it honestly looks more or less like a beauty mark than anything, but it is a nipple.
Does it do
That's
anything?
what I was going to ask. Does it produce?
No.
Like...
No, it doesn't do any tricks.
Is it sensitive?
Earlier today, no, it just feels like any other part of my boob.
I know that sounded weird, Jess. Don't give me that look. I know that sounded weird, but you know what I meant. Is it if you sit there like that and do it, does it do anything? Like,
no,
you're such a pervert.
No,
like...
my third nipple does not get hard, you freak. It is not sensitive. You cannot caress it to get me turned on. That's not how it works.
I'm gonna go now. I'm just gonna leave.
I'm
so sorry for asking that.
Off topic, but my stepmom is calling me, and I don't know why. And I would step away for a minute and let you guys just, speak among yourselves, but she's a talker. I don't know how long I would be gone, but I'm also like, is something wrong? Like, she does not, like, call me.
Just call
so,
you, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, I literally, I
cannot call.
Means.
I cannot answer that call right now because she's chatty, so I'll be gone for like 30 minutes if I answer the phone. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been
so back to my nipple.
Yes.
Back to my nipple.
Yeah, Dougie knows.
Yes.
Fuck. So anyway, blazing past the third nipples and Trump's COVID. If you have any feedback on today's episode, we would love to hear it. You can find us on Instagram at jarred.podcast.
JarredBelch.podcast.
Or on Twitter at jarredofficial.
No belch in that one.
Yeah. So no. God, let me text my stepmom real quick and see what's going on. So anyway, Dougie's leading us today, and honestly, I have no idea what Dougie is doing today. So
It's gonna be a good one.
Well, I mentioned to Amber and Ryan earlier that I have enough information just from my brief bit of research. I could talk about this for hours. So I'm talking, to let the listeners know, I did the research on flat earth theory. And
Oh, okay.
the weird thing is, all the information going through it, it's not really a conspiracy theory, it's actually reversed, because it's the flat earthers who believe the orb, Earth being an orb, a ball, is the conspiracy. That NASA
I
and
get
politicians and everyone is telling us lies,
Yeah.
making us
Okay.
believe that the Earth is round and everything like that. So
So
for them, we're the conspiracy, not the other
For
way
them.
around.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Yeah, for them it's a belief. It's not a conspiracy as such. It's a belief. That's what they think is real and whatnot. So technically, it's
So
not
it's
really
same as
conspiracy.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still hilarious. Like I said, I've got a
Oh
lot
my
of
God.
pages
Oh
here,
my God.
And
Dougie.
that's-
Dougie came prepared. My man's is strapped.
I've got
Homie
that
came
much.
through.
Like I said, it goes right back to early man. It's not a modern day thing. It's been around since man's been around. Because
Really?
like,
What?
Yeah, well, back then they didn't have the technology that we have today. And like you go back to the early with the pirates and everything like that, they believed that if you went too far this way, you'll fall off the edge of the earth.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, like in Pirates of the Caribbean, they had that certain point where you sail off the edge.
At World's End. Is that what that
Yeah.
movie was called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, at World's End, yeah. That's
okay.
That's what a lot of people believed. That's how they,
Oh.
yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, if we go too far this way, we're basically. Sorry, Ryan.
Just that movie makes so much more sense to me now. That I've just thought of that. Oh.
Yeah.
Carry
So
on.
a lot of early people believe that, especially sailors. That was yeah. So anyway, so basic premise: members of the Flat Earth Society claim to believe the Earth is flat. Walking around on the planet's surface, it looks and feels flat, so they deem all evidence to the contrary, such as satellite photos of Earth as a sphere, to be fabrications of a round Earth conspiracy orchestrated by NASA and other government agencies. So basically, all these space agencies are getting money for the government for no reason at all. And just to keep fabricating stories.
You made just an interesting point.
The belief that the Earth is... Sorry?
I was going to say, you made just an interesting point just there. You said that they feel the Earth is flat.
Yeah. Because they can't see the curvature.
I was going to say, how do you feel if the Earth is flat? Like the desk, yeah, I feel that's flat. I pick up my glass, I feel that's round. How the do you feel that the Earth is flat?
It's so big. How do you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you lay down a roll
Go on.
until you
They
feel...
can't comprehend that. The size... Like, you get a marble compared to, like, an exercise ball.
Yeah.
There's a big difference
Yeah, true.
in
Yeah.
the circumference and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, anyway.
Carry on.
So the belief that the Earth is flat has been described as the ultimate conspiracy theory. According to the Flat Earth Society's leadership, its ranks have grown by 200 people, mostly Americans and British, per
damn it.
year since 2009. And more so since internet has come around, a lot more people can get information and whatnot. Yeah, so, but like, yeah, and in today's society, how could they believe it? Oh, excuse me. Oh, tickle in the throat. And like, yeah, some people believe, how can they psychologically think that it's flat? But it's, anyway. So, where am I? Where is it? So, the leading flat earther theory holds that the Earth is a disk, with the Arctic Circle is the centre and Antarctica is a 150-foot tall wall of ice around the rim. NASA employees, they say, guard this wall to prevent people from climbing over and falling off the disk.
So,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what if they're right?
but wouldn't that also implicate that
You can sail around Antarctica, right,
right?
in a certain amount of time. In a lot quicker time than it would take you to circumnavigate the ocean. So, in their belief, if you were to circumnavigate Antarctica, you'd be sailing right around the whole disk. That would take a long time. Longer than it, just as long as it takes to go around the world in a straight line. So, you would be really, you could sail around Antarctica a lot quicker than you'd be able to sail around the world itself. But yeah, they say you can't go around it because it's the edge. So you can't go past it. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, this one had me laughing.
For that.
So, in keeping with the skepticism of NASA, known flat earther conspiracy theorist Nathan Thompson recently approached a man he said was a NASA employee in a Starbucks in mid-May 2017. In a YouTube video of the exchange, Thompson, the founder of the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion page, shouted that he had proof the Earth is flat, apparently saying an astronaut drowning was that proof, and that NASA is lying.
Huh?
So, I don't know why an astronaut drowning has anything to do with proving that the Earth...
Okay.
I
Maybe
need
he
context.
fell off the ice. I don't know.
I mean,
Because they believe that the NASA employees are sitting on ice around the edge to stop people from going past. Yeah. So maybe he fell off the ice and drowned.
one of the wildest theories I think I've ever heard. Wow. What the...
So, with regards to the day and night cycle, like you get the sun and the moon going around the Earth, Earth's day and night cycle is explained by positing that the sun and moon are spheres measuring 32 miles, 51 k's, that move in circles 3,000 miles or 4,828 k's above the plane of the Earth. Stars, they say, move in a plane 3,100 miles up. Like spotlights, these celestial spheres illuminate different portions of the planet in a 24-hour cycle. Flat earthers believe there must also be an invisible anti-moon that obscures the moon during lunar eclipse. Not that it's the Earth's shadow.
Right.
Yeah. Furthermore, Earth's gravity is an illusion, they say.
So what the is holding me down right now?
Objects do not accelerate downward. Instead, the disk of Earth accelerates upward at 32 feet per second squared, or 9.8 metres per second squared, driven up by a mysterious force called dark energy. Currently, there is a disagreement among flat earthers about whether or not Einstein's theory of relativity permits Earth to accelerate upward indefinitely without the planet eventually surpassing the speed of light. Einstein's law apparently still holds some alternate version of reality. Yeah. So we're just on a constant
Upward.
trajectory. Yeah.
So,
So
here's a question. I mean, I don't know if you might get onto this later on. I've just had a thought. So, okay, so they reckon Earth is flat. Does it say anything about other planets? Did you find anything about that at all?
Because you would think
May
theoretically,
have.
if we were flat, maybe all the other ones were flat.
Yeah,
too.
Clearly, they would think that as well. They couldn't think that we were flat, and then no, that one's a globe. That one's circular.
Actually, I can't say I remember seeing anything about that. There's just been so much other
Okay.
stuff in there. I didn't.
Well,
I
yeah,
completely
no, I can
forgot about
imagine.
that. It's like there probably is something in all my info with regards to that, but yeah, they probably believe that they are the same. It's just a disc
Yeah.
hovering out there.
I'm just picturing, the diagram that you would see of the sun and the planets obviously orbiting that. I'm just picturing just a rectangular sun in the center, and then just all these rectangular planets just around on it, just like a 2D sketch of the solar system. And I just my brain can't.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like with regards to the Earth core,
Yeah.
they don't know what lies underneath the disk. But most believe it's just composed of rocks.
No.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of rocks. Like some believe were like early, some of the early flat Earth believers think it's like a cylinder and we're on the top.
Right.
So it's just a really big long cylinder.
Yeah.
So like all the planets are just pillars.
Okay.
And we're all just on the top edge of it.
Huh.
A lot of early ones believed we're a disk floating in an ocean.
Well, I don't like that. Oh no.
Well, in water. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
I don't like that one.
it's so with regards to planes and flying and everything like that, flat earthers believe the photos of the globe are photoshopped. GPS devices are rigged to make the airplane pilots think they are flying in a straight lines around a sphere when they're actually flying in circles above a disk. The motive for the world's government's concealment of the true shape of the Earth have not been ascertained, but flat earthers believe it is probably financial. In a nutshell, it would logically cost much less to fake a space program than to actually have one, so those in the conspiracy profit from the funding NASA and other space agencies receive from the government. Yeah.
Right.
So, has anyone who believes this attempted a flight from, I guess, the northernmost point there is that you can catch a flight from in the world, back around to that same place using a round trip, if you will.
I don't know about that. One of
Round trip.
Congratulations.
No, we heard you. We heard
We
that.
got it.
Get it?
no, but
Because it wouldn't be possible if it was a disc.
well, they say it would. You're leaving from this point. You're flying around the disk, and then you're still coming
No,
back
but
to
if
that point.
you fly straight down and around,
you would
back
get to
up.
a point. You would get to a point where you're going across, and then it would be. I mean, this is how I'm picturing it. You come across, and then around under, like that? Is that what you're on
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say, you can't do that. It doesn't matter where you fly from. It looks like you're
Who
going
are they to
straight, but you're
say?
actually going around in a circle. Because when you're over the ocean, you don't know if you're going left, right, or straight.
But you have
even though
meters.
they lie. It's all, yeah.
Oh my god, everything
all
is an
rigged.
argument with these people. I can't.
Yeah. But I do have information here. One of them actually tried to build his own rocket. He did
How'd
build
that
his own
go?
rocket. Sorry.
This could be good.
He's dead now.
What an explosive idea. Oh.
It was actually this year he died. On his
I
second
think I heard
attempt.
about that.
Is that the one who tried to? Who was it? Did he die during the
Hang on,
test flight?
Let me try and find it. I do have
Damn,
it
Amber's showing
somewhere.
her whole coochie and titties out here.
I
Okay.
did.
I was gonna say,
I
you look
did.
real
I had a
you look real
Jess.
comfy in your front lane position with your little tootsies hanging up in the
The
background
earth
there.
is flat, but Amber's not.
No, she ain't.
Where is it?
Cheers.
I try to respect everyone's beliefs as long as their beliefs don't like bring harm to other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
All right.
But this is like they like they want to argue about this but don't want to accept like plausible questioning.
Yeah, I remember one time seeing a interview on on a morning breakfast British show, and they got a flat earther to come on to be interviewed, and he was so adamant and almost so stubborn.
Hold on.
Did you say abdomen?
He did.
No, baby, you mean adamant.
That's
That
the
made my
one.
titties hurt.
That's the one.
He was so abdomen.
It was so abdomen.
That's what the one that Amber just said for me. Yes, he was that word,
Both.
and so stubborn towards of how. Because then they showed a live feed from the ISS, International Space Station, of the Earth, and they were like, "Okay, well, explain this," and he was like, "Fake, CGI." He was so stubborn towards it and wouldn't even think, even comprehend anything else. And I remember just the interviewers just looking at him as if to say, "But it's clearly not." And obviously, you want to respect them, but at the same time, it's like the numbers just outweigh you. The facts outweigh everything.
Damn it, I cannot find it at the moment. But, yeah, this guy built his own rocket basically in his backyard. His first attempt, he got 700 feet up in the air.
Wow.
And then he came back down, and he still could not prove that it wasn't round or that it wasn't flat. From that, he still believed it's still flat. So he thought, okay, we have to go higher to prove that it's round. So that was his second attempt, which was the beginning of this year. I think it was May or March. Somewhere around there anyway. And this one failed. The separation mechanism for the capsule failed on launch, and the parachutes failed as well, and yeah, he ended up dying in the crash.
I think that's...
So
Wow.
he could not prove their theory, and he could not disprove that the Earth is a globe either. So, but it would have been interesting if he actually did succeed, got high enough, and went, oh, They're not lying.
Yeah.
We were wrong.
It's round. Well, back down I go.
But like, they've done countless tests in like a huge lake and a small ocean areas where have a subject on the shore and subject going away on the water, and you watch the bottom part of them disappear, then eventually the top part as they're going over. But they still don't believe that it's round.
Oh my God, get over it.
Okay,
like
How can water curve like that? That's what they don't believe. Water can't curve.
Let's look
like
at going off of that. Let's look at large landscapes. For example, Russia and Australia, where you've got mass amounts of flat land just out in the middle of nowhere. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, even here in the UK, for example, we've got a bit of it, not much. There's
no flat land there.
There's
what
no
are you
flat land.
talking about?
No, it's too small. You look out, and you can literally, and you say the expression. You can see the curvature of the Earth. You can literally see it curve, or if not drop. It's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
believe what you want, but when like you're repeatedly disproven and shown why what you believe cannot be, let it go. Admit defeat.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being wrong unless you're Ryan, who's always wrong, and then it's just annoying.
Oh, come on. I made it, half an hour in without a roast?
You barely made it 2 minutes without a roast.
Okay, abdomen.
Yeah, your abdomen.
They were even Amber and Dougie were roasting you from the beginning. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, I feel a lot of it, because it goes back so far, a lot of them believe, look, all these people believed it back then. That's because they didn't have today's technology either. So,
Ooh, the pirates believed we were flat earthers. Well, guess what? The pirates also believed that raping and pillaging and stealing from people was right and a way of life. And look at what happened to them. They're all dead, so... Amber's just like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you not wrong.
They also
fam.
didn't know what a toothbrush was, so... like...
Wooden teeth.
Yep.
It's just how they think they've got the four walls, or well, not four walls, but the ice ring around us as a wall to keep us in like a big bowl. I mean,
Okay, and see, that's what I don't understand, because then I feel like that almost gives the implication that the ice walls could be potentially man-made to keep us in, but then I don't know.
I feel like that's...
It seems weird.
I feel like that's almost like the snippet from the Truman Show at the end when he's at the barrier, and I feel like there's a door somewhere at the end of the flat Earth, and I just want to go through it because like. And regarding the atmosphere, does that come? You consider it flat? Does it go just as a semicircle, or does it go the full ring around on the underside of the potential flat Earth as well? Like, how the does that work?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There's a lot of science here which my brain is not ready to meet.
I think there's a lot of science that they don't.
There's not a whole lot that Ryan's brain is ready to
To be fair, like last week, I think I said this whole thing was a Truman Show anyway. So
yeah.
I mean,
You did.
Yeah,
but like when it
like
comes to like science, yeah, I mean when it comes to science stuff, it really bothers me that people are like, no, that's not right, or that's not true. Like that just bugs the out of me. I mean, like debatable things like religion or whatever stuff where there's nothing really proving what's going on either way, it's like whatever. But stuff where there's scientific evidence and data to back it up, and people still want to argue, like COVID. I just want to be like, shut the up. Full stop.
Yeah, if it's been proven by respected scientists and scholars and professors, and there is enough evidence and facts to support it, believe it. I'm not going to believe somebody who's wearing a tinfoil hat walking down the street shouting his mouth off to nobody. Like,
Why? That's me.
okay, you're the exception, because I'm never going to argue with you.
Yeah,
I
so-
love this. I love this video thing because now, like, when I say stuff like this, like, you guys who don't like see me in real life can see how well I can say things like that and stay expressionless.
Yeah,
So
and
I
I
can
can see
know if I'm
I
serious
can
or
see
not.
there's zero thinking behind it. It's just bam, it's there.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, it goes right back to early days. Like many ancient Greece cultures subscribe to the Earth, the flat Earth cosmography, including Greece until the Classical period, the Bronze Age and Iron Age civilizations of the Near East until the Hellenistic period, India until the Gupta period. I hope I said that right. Gupta, Gupta.
Gupta?
Early centuries AD, and China until the 17th century. So the idea of a spherical Earth appeared in ancient Greece philosophy with Pythagoras, 6th century BC, although most pre-Socratics, 6th to 5th century BC, retained the flat Earth model. In early 4th century BC, Plato wrote about a spherical Earth, and by 330 BC his former student Aristotle provided evidence for the spherical shape of the Earth on empirical grounds. Knowledge of the spherical Earth gradually began to spread beyond the Hellenistic world from then on. So pretty much up until then, everyone believed the Earth was flat. So it was pretty much just a flat Earth to start with.
Yeah.
Until evidence came along to say that, hang on, no, it's actually a sphere.
Does it say when and who almost discovered, I guess, the Earth
Yeah, that was
round?
Plato.
Oh, sorry.
And, well, Plato wrote about it being a sphere, but it was his former student Aristotle that provided evidence. So, 300 BC, 330 BC was the first actual evidence that was provided of the Earth being a sphere. So apparently there's the oldest known map is, I'm going to completely, Imago Mundi. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong. But is Babylonian map.
Yeah.
From the 6th century. The early Egyptian and I fucking hate all these big
Mesopotamian.
That's it, thank you. They were the ones that thought the world was portrayed as a disk floating in the ocean. A similar model was found in the Homeric account from the 8th century BC, in which Oceanus, the personified body of water surrounding the circular surface of the Earth, is the begetter of all life and possibly of all gods. So that's what gave birth to everything, is this huge ocean that we're all floating in.
The ocean.
I don't like the idea of just floating. I don't like that.
So the pyramid text and coffin text of ancient Egypt show a similar cosmography. Nun, the ocean encircled, I don't know how you pronounce that. It's NBWT is the word.
NBW.
NBWT. That's it. That's
NBWT.
what it's called.
Nope.
Nubut. Nubut.
Whatever that is.
It
All right, then.
translates to dry lands or islands.
Oh, okay.
The Israelites also imagined the earth to be a disc floating on water with an arched firmament above it that separated the earth from the heavens. So basically, yeah, the dome effect. The sky was a solid dome with the sun, moon and planets and stars embedded in it.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that must be a sphere if it's constantly moving.
Yeah, that's a sphere around the plate that's just constantly...
No, it would be rotating.
Oh, that...
Because it's daylight on one side of the disc, but it's dark on the other side of the disc.
Got you. I could just imagine... like,
because that would explain how, if you're near the Arctic Circle, you get daylight for 6 months of the year.
Yeah, because it's across the...
So,
yeah, I can see that.
but really it would be one side of the Arctic would be daylight for 6 months, the other side would be nighttime for 6 months, and then it'll reverse.
Because it's... Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. That's not the case, really, but anyway.
So when you said that, so do they reckon then that the sphere is a solid surface? Like, is that what they're saying?
Well, that was the early... Nowadays, I don't think they believe that it's a disc.
Yeah.
A dome, sorry. But that was, the early... That was the Israelites right back in the early days. Yeah, it's pretty much in all the different... So, like... Greece, Europe, East Asia, they've all got their own theories, and it's right back to the early BC that, so it pretty much everyone believed the Earth was flat up until 330 BC. So that's when the Earth was first proven to be a sphere.
So until then, we were the minority.
Yes. So until actual physical proof came along, everyone believed the Earth was flat. So the pirate thing, that sailing off the edge of the planet, is viable because everybody believed that, yes, there's an edge to the world.
I can just imagine...
And no one ever came back. Some people that sailed that way never came back. So they believe they sailed off the edge of the Earth.
I just imagine that one person believing back then that the Earth was round and then being burned at the stake or something.
The one person back then who believed the Earth was round, so all the flat earthers went on their podcast to make fun of them.
Sending their notes by carrier pigeon. So it's got this. Where am I? So there's just this thing with with East Asia. So Chinese thought on the form of the Earth remained almost unchanged from early times until first contacts with modern science through the medium of Jesuit missionaries in the 17th century. While the heavens were variously described as being like an umbrella covering the Earth, the Kai-Tian theory, or like a sphere surrounding it, the Hun-Tian theory, or as being without substance while the heavenly bodies float freely. Can't pronounce that one, sorry. another theory. The Earth was at all times flat, although perhaps bulging up slightly. An illustration of a 12th century Asian cosmographer had the model of an egg was often used by Chinese astronomers such as
Egg.
to describe the heavens as spherical. The heavens are like a hen's egg and as round as a crossbow bullet. The Earth is like the yolk of the egg and lies in the centre. Well, that's still a sphere inside the egg.
Yeah, that's...
Until you crack it open, then it's... Yeah, then it flattens out. Then it's like a disc, but...
Egg.
But the analogy with the curved egg led some modern historians, notably Joseph Needham, to conjecture that Chinese astronomers were, after all, aware of the Earth's sphericity. The egg reference, however, was rather meant to clarify that the relative position of the flat Earth to the heavens. So the heavens are surrounding and we're still flat disc in the middle of it, but everything else circles around us.
It was just... Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Egg.
Egg.
like I said, there's... Like, they go in... I've got details from each country. So, like I said, the Europe side, East Asia, Greek, South Asia. And then it goes into the church side of things, religion side of what they believe. And yeah, a lot of it is, yeah, they just deny any proof.
I mean, I guess it's really easy to, like, hear all this and, you know, have the mentality of, how could anyone be so f***ing, you know, out there with their thinking, but, I mean, from all I know, I've been born into the Earth is round, and here are pictures of the round Earth.
Yeah.
And here are all the teachings of how the Earth is round. So, I mean, I guess I can... Okay. I'm trying not to be judgmental.
I've been on an aeroplane. I've seen how round the Earth is. I know it's not flat. It's not an illusion.
No one trusts you, Ryan.
For the love of
when you look out the window of an aircraft, you look at the Earth and you can see that there is a slight curve to it.
The Earth goes
They probably believe that's just an optical illusion. But yeah, so it's all... Flat Earth has always been a thing right up to modern day. There's so many people right through all the different centuries with their... Like, even in the Ming Dynasty in China, it was as late as 1595 still believed. But I mean, we're modern day and people still believe that the Earth is flat, so it's... yeah. Okay, so this is a more modern one. He reckons he's proof. So William Carpenter, a printer originally from Greenwich, was a supporter of Rowbotham, that's Samuel Rowbotham is an English writer from 1816 to 1885. He produced a pamphlet in 1849 with regards to the zetetic astronomy. I did not touch on that, but that's one of the main... Yeah, that's another one of the big theories with regards to flat Earth. To diss modern scientific information. Yeah, he argued for a flat Earth and published results of many experiments that tested the curvatures of water over a long drainage ditch. Followed by another called The Inconsistency of Modern Astronomy and Its Opposition to the Scripture. One of his supporters, John Hampden, lost a bet to Alfred Russel Wallace in the famous Bedford Level experiment, which attempted to prove it. In 1877, Hampden produced a book, A New Manual of Biblical Cosmography. Rowbotham also produced studies that purported to show that the effects of ships disappearing below the horizon could be explained by the laws of perspective in relation to the human eye. In 1883, he founded Zenetic Societies in England and New York, to which he shipped 1,000 copies of Zetetic Astronomy. Zetetic. It's a fucking Zetetic. Yeah, something
I'm
like
not going to try that.
We all pulled the same face. We're all like, huh? What?
So, the rivers that flow for hundreds of miles towards the level of the sea without falling more than a few feet, notably the Nile, which in 1,000 miles falls but a foot. A level expanse of this extent is quite incompatible with the idea of the Earth's convexity. It is therefore a reasonable proof that the Earth is not a globe, as well as, if the Earth were a globe, a small model globe would be the very best, because the truest thing for the navigator to take to sea with him. But such a thing as that is not known. With such a toy as a guide, the mariner would wreck his ship of a certainty. This is proof that the Earth is not a globe. How?
I would love to gift a flat earther a globe.
Yes, the rivers drop. How do you think they flow? They go down. From the highest point they start, they flow over the land to the lowest point. They don't flow uphill.
No, they...
So, even if it has only dropped a foot, it's still going to cause it to flow.
Yeah, it's still going to... And I thought the Nile dropped more than a... I thought the Nile dropped more than a foot along its journey, but...
Maybe they're going off surface. Like, it's probably a lot deeper in places when it gets close to the ocean.
Yeah. No, but I meant as in, like, waterfalls. I thought there were some waterfalls along the Nile. I might be thinking of not a different Nile, but a different river.
Maybe feeding into the Nile.
Yeah.
There might be.
Yeah.
Because you'd have a lot of...
other ones coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, rivers and tributaries that would flow into it.
These people are exhausting.
You're exhausting.
So...
no, you.
So, John Jasper, an American slave turned prolific preacher and friend of carpenters, echoed his friend's sentiments in his most famous sermon, The Sun Do Move.
What?
Preached over 250 times, always by invitation, in a written account of his sermon published in the Richmond Whig of March 1878. Jasper says he would frequently cite the verse, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, and follow up by arguing, so we are living on a 4-cornered earth then, my friends. Will you tell me how in the name of God can an earth with 4 corners be round? In the same article, he argued, if the earth is like others say, who hold a different theory, peopled on the other side, those people would be obliged to walk on the ground with their feet upward like flies on the ceiling of a room. So, like us, hello in Australia, we're upside down. So, It looks like I'm the right way
Yeah.
up, but I'm really I'm on the roof, you know.
I know what I'm going to do during the edit of this one if this one works. I'm just going to turn yours upside down.
This is the real Australia.
So I've had a thought. So over the
Scary.
centuries and the years, and obviously the Earth's landscape has changed, right? I mean, you had supercontinents, and obviously then we dispersed into others, and islands and continents that have disappeared, and they've come and gone. And with the Earth obviously being round, they go underground, obviously because what's the scientific word?
Oh boy.
We're gonna
Here
be
we
here
go.
all night.
We're gonna be here a while, but the plates,
The plates.
yeah, obviously one goes below, one goes up. That's how obviously land disappears. If the Earth is flat, and it's a big if, because it's not true. If the Earth is flat, where the heck have the subcontinents gone? The land that's disappeared. Where did they be going? Did they just... Great, Jess.
For
I'm sorry.
For the listeners, we're doing the video call again. Jess just brought out a little British flag and got her crown on her head while Ryan's talking, doing her queen thing.
Jess is always a distraction to the class. And it's...
This is her way.
Sorry,
of
I'm so
showing
beautiful. It's not my fault.
This is her way of displaying to Ryan that she's the dominant one. This is how she works.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ryan. I can't answer that one. I didn't get that. Like I said, I could spend hours and hours and hours going over everything I've got. Like, I'm just flipping through all these different pages trying to find.
It's just it's questions.
Bits and pieces, and yeah, I don't know what they believe. They probably believe similar things, that they're moving around the disc.
Yeah.
And you still got the movement around like that.
Yeah.
Rather than the sphere. So there's some things they probably would believe on that side of things.
Because the only other thing I can think of is, you know how they said that the flat Earth is moving in an upward trajectory, and obviously therefore gravity is not existing, so we're being pulled down almost.
Yeah.
The only thing I can imagine is the land that's disappearing and whatever that's going under the place is just being plopped out at the bottom of the Earth. That's the only thing I can think of is just where it's going. It's just being dropped off behind, you know. That's what I can't wrap my head around. And
well, it'd still be the same as like being on the sphere when you get everything's moving around and shifting.
Yeah.
You look at how deep some of the oceans are.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of space, a lot of room around there. So
I'm gonna be real with you, Dougie. I don't want to talk about how deep the ocean is.
Is that this will spawn into a whole other conversation if we get into that right now.
I'm just referencing on that side with what Ryan's talking about. With where would it go?
Yeah.
It'd be just the same as being in the sphere. It's still,
I guess,
it can only go so far anyway.
I guess
So-
in that retrospect, then I can kind of see where they're coming from. Going off of that, if the land is just going down, and that's, the Mariana Trench.
Because it goes down in one place and it comes up in another place. So
yeah,
you've
and
got that effect.
I mean, for what we know, the deepest point of the sorry, leaders. I know I'm talking about the ocean here, but only briefly. The deepest point of the ocean we found is obviously the Mariana Trench, and you imagine just a continent sinking to that level and then popping up else. I can kind of see where they're coming from on that level. Do I believe it? No. I don't. But I can see where they're coming from with it, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, It's bloody crazy. Holy an hour already?
What?
Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. That flew. Oh, it's-
You were right. You could go on this for the hours.
yeah, and it just basically touched the surface, so to speak. No pun intended.
Basically, touch the tip.
Oh. She's so proud of that one.
Just
But
the
yeah, I
tip.
didn't like. I knew that early sailors believed the Earth was flat and there was an edge, but it didn't click that that's where a lot of the flat earthers got their theories from.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Not
it's
a really
because
great place to get those from, in my opinion.
no, they were a bit limited in their technology and ability
Yeah.
to test things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't think that from day dot it was Earth was flat. I can understand that now. Now that I've gone through it, and I can understand that theory because limited technology and stuff like that. But yeah, for when the first recognition of the Earth being a sphere is, as I said, 330 BC was the first proven fact. So since then, there's always been that argument right up to modern day. Even though, so many people have disproved the flat Earth theory, numerous tests, but they're still wrong. We're the conspiracy. So there you go.
We're the conspiracy theory. Yikes.
Yeah.
How the turntables.
No.
What I love so far about this season is I don't think there's a single... Oh no, there is actually. No, excuse me. No, there is. I was going to say there's not been a single conspiracy in which we've believed, but that's gone right out the window because we've believed quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Well, we just
Like
found
I
out that
said.
we're living a conspiracy. So
Yeah.
hey.
I am open to others' beliefs. But if you're not even going to listen, then no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I said earlier, the facts are there, black and white. Jess, what are you doing with the flag?
I broke it.
No, you didn't. I remember shipping it to you like that. If the facts are there, black and white,
Yeah.
it's there.
America, yeah.
For the listeners, Jess has just put the Great British flag inside of a margarita bottle.
That was a
Yes, that
travesty.
was-
I'm gonna fly the flag at half mast for that one.
You better not fly that at half mast when I come over. That better be flying at full chat.
Oh, this is what it's gonna look like when you're over.
Oh no. She's about to desecrate
Just the
it.
mast.
She's just
Yep, just the mast.
she's just taken the flag off for the entire mast. She's just taken the flag off. Fantastic.
Look, it's a stripper pole.
Oh god.
Oh, it's just big enough for Ryan.
It's just what
too.
Ryan wanted.
You both came in with a
Ryan size.
I know I'm scrawny, but damn.
Well, I mean, he does have the lighting in his room for it.
Yeah, he does.
So
Yeah,
No.
Ryan's got big bisexual lighting in his room.
No, pure white light. That's too right.
with a little control, so he can change the colours and have it flashing different colours also.
I
So.
can. Let me get the other one going. Alright. Which one is it? There we go. I'm gonna have an epileptic fit. Holy sh! Holy crap! There we go. Back to
You
normal.
guys remember when I turned on my mini lava lamp and it my mic?
Everything
my
just turned to shit.
Everything went awful.
Why did that happen?
I have no idea.
That was weird.
That's nowhere near my mic. It's across the room.
I think it was because did you plug
was-
it into your laptop or your computer?
No, it's literally across the room.
Oh.
It's on this back wall behind me.
I don't know. That'd be weird.
It was very weird. So, yeah,
Well-
that was an interesting research.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could have carried on talking about so many different people thinking that, but
Yeah.
yeah. We started out thinking the Earth was flat, and then it got proved that no, it's a sphere.
That
And
it's
since
round.
then, more and more proof has come out. And
Thank you,
NASA
technology.
do fly rockets and leave the Earth's atmosphere. It is not fake.
Yeah. No. It's we can. Yeah. Just.
And it's like, you look at the other planets, and with time lapse, you can see them rotating.
Yeah.
Speed up
Yeah.
the footage, you can see it rotating.
Yeah. It's not a. It's
like,
not. An
how is that just a
illusion.
disc?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
okay.
I don't understand. Like, there's so much science to prove that the Earth is round, and I'm trying to say like less. I mentioned this before, but
Every
Like-
episode. Do you want me to start censoring the word
There-
like so you don't have to listen back to it?
there's so much that it's like, what do they think? Do they just think that everyone and everything on this planet is working against them? I mean, that's so much work to put into making them look wrong.
Some
I don't
people do
understand
genuinely
what they
think
think
that,
is going
though.
on. Huh?
I said some people do genuinely think that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that the world is out to get
Yeah.
them? Yeah, we know a few.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's...
I'm just saying, that's a lot of work to put in to solidify something that's not true, supposedly. Faking
mean,
the
they've
moon
been proven
landing and all that.
just with basic tests. Like, yeah, a huge body of water,
Yeah.
like not a river. You're not... Yeah, you got this huge ocean where you can see for miles. You watch a ship go over the ocean, and it slowly disappears,
Yeah.
goes down. Like, the last bit of the ship you'll see is the very top of the ship, not the bottom.
Take
There's curvature.
take this for example. When what was his name? The guy who set the world record of the highest parachute jump. What was it? It was run by
Oh.
Red Bull. What was his name?
Yeah. I watched
Yeah.
that not
The
too
guy-
long ago,
yeah.
actually, for the first time. Yeah.
It was amazing. He went up in the weather balloons, went right up to the most highest point you could get of the atmosphere, and then just jumped out. Okay. Now I watched that live, and it took him 3 to 4 hours to get up to the max height he needed. And obviously, live feeds, footage coming through. You could see from when he left the Earth and going up, you could see it getting round and round, and so you could start to see more of the curvature. And then when he gets right to the top, you could see both sides on the screen, the Earth literally curving away into the distance and across the horizon as well. And I'm sorry, if it was flat, you would see that it was. You would just see it. It's
And like his body cam when he jumps out
Yeah.
and then falls, you can still see that it's curved.
yeah.
And there's no interruption to the image, but
No.
it's all CGI.
No, that was all fake. That was all. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That was NASA doing their CGI thing to
Yeah.
cover it up.
Just to prove once again that the Earth is apparently round when it's
Yeah.
actually flat. It's.
I guess my biggest question is, who cares? I mean, like, seriously. I mean, who goes around thinking about that all the time? Like, I don't go around thinking about ways to prove that the Earth is round all the time. And I mean, in the end, I mean, ultimately, what difference does it make anyway?
Like, how would it affect you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like they're trying to deliberately prove the point because they know they're wrong, and they're just so desperately trying to break.
Like you?
They believe they're right.
For the love of God, Jess. No!
I almost choked my water just then when you were being such a big hypocrite.
Do it, make.
But you could say the same thing with religion. They're adamant about their God and how life became and everything like that.
Yeah, they are.
And others believe in.
Yeah, but there's no scientific way
Evolution.
to prove that God does or does not exist.
Yeah. There's that.
That's like my whole thing with religion is like there's nothing to prove he does, there's nothing to prove that he doesn't. But with this flat earth thing, like there is clear, hard science that proves that they are wrong.
Yeah.
And even then they're like, nah, y'all are lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty much.
Excuse me.
That's just people believe what they want to believe. And some people you just can't tell them any different.
Yeah. I mean, we're not here to completely disprove their beliefs. You know, like you say, people can believe what they want. Just we don't believe.
We're just here to say what the is your problem.
No, I'm not saying that.
There are bigger things in the world to worry about than something as trivial as the Earth being flat or round.
Yeah.
Get the over yourself. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, that was a good one, Dougie. Like, damn, that was.
Sorry, my references.
My sources.
Sources was
Cite your sources.
Wikipedia, livescience.com, and space.com.
Space.com.
Space has its own site, bro.
They actually had how to prove flat Earth is wrong.
Joe,
was on
you
their
ever
page.
just go to space.com?
I never did, but I have now.
Have now. Damn.
Dougie, like, always blows my mind with his topics.
Yeah, no.
Like the lizard thing. I didn't know that went back to, like, Jesus, and now you're over here like, flat earthers go back to Jesus. And I'm like,
go back
damn.
to before him.
All right, BC, before Christ.
Yeah, I just have a lot of questions with this one, of which obviously.
Well, we don't feel like answering them.
I wasn't talking to you.
I wish I could give you the answers, right?
No, but this is the thing.
Like I said, I couldn't go through everything that was out because I didn't realise it went back that far.
So far, but
should have known that early man believed it.
I mean, if I'm thinking these questions, and I'm an idiot, if I'm thinking, surely somebody else would have done this, and I'm sure the answers are out there, obviously. But if I'm, like I said, if I'm even thinking these, then other people would have done, and we would have more proof that the Earth is quote unquote flat. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bloody crazy.
Spoiler alert: Earth be round.
Ow!
You good?
Jess just crowned herself.
Oh.
My crown got stuck in my ear hole.
Oh dear.
Anyway, any additional thoughts before I stick something in Ryan's something hole?
Why? Why do you want to stick someone in my something? No! Stay away from my holes. Holes?
Hey Ryan, you want to get?
What the f***, Jess? That's the...
I have a feeling you might need to censor that for the YouTube version. I don't know.
You come out with some but that's really
Yeah, because then on the YouTube version, people will think I said, "Hey Ryan, want to get?"
Yeah.
Where did Ryan go? Oh, there he is. I thought he got up and walked out.
Oh my god. No
Yes.
additional thoughts.
Well, on that note,
Yeah, now that Jess has threatened
So
to
on
peg
that note,
me.
you can find us on Anchor, Podbean, and Podchaser.
Download.
Where you can rate and review our episodes.
Yeah, like,
Please
rate,
download.
rate, like, review, download that. Oh.
I can't breathe.
I'm
My heart rate is pretty high.
terrified for my ass.
Right? You're tight for your
I'm
ass?
scared for my ass. I'm tight for my... No, I did not. Stop putting words in my mouth. No comment.
Just read.
You guys can find us on... I'm not even... That one was so easy. I'm not even going to play into that one. Like, that would just be like taking candy from a baby.
Just
Why would you
relax
take-
your ass, Ryan. It's much easier that way.
it'll hurt less.
Oh my god, Jess, close it out quick. Get us out of this one now.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and YouTube.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
We are sponsored by 5 the Gamer for all of your gaming headset needs. I'm going really slow. Head over to 5thegamer.com. We even have our own special discount code. Apply JARD20 during checkout and you'll receive 10% off your order. Now that Ryan's gone, I can talk normal again.
Oh, he's back.
We are also partnered with xtiffy.com. So for all of your GTA outfit needs, go to xtiffy.com for your GTA outfit components. So who's up next? Is it me?
It is you.
It's you.
Oh,
Oh God.
oh boy.
Oh wow.
Well, you guys are in for a surprise next week, and so am I.
I think after the first 4 episodes, not a single one of us has been prepared.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey!
Not true.
Sorry.
Not true.
Sorry, Amber, I apologise for yourself because you took the 5th one and you were prepared for that one. I said I'm sorry, stop flipping me off.
Jess, stop playing with your tits.
I was going to say, you've done that like
I'm
4 times.
readjusting.
Like 4 times
I
I've
took
caught you
my
like...
bra off like halfway through the show. I get tired of seeing my straps. So tune in next week to find out what I'm talking about. I'll be right there with you guys. Y'all, bye.
See you next week.
Bye.